Hey guys, this is John from the 2018 30K Challenge. We're going to do a trade review of CGNX. Before we get started, here's the disclaimer. This is all just based upon my theory of how to trade the stock market. I'm not giving any stock investment advice. And by viewing this, you agree not to hold Jonathan Lowe or any of my assets liable for losses that you encounter while trading the stock market in any form. Before we get to the chart here, this is what we do every day. We find something in the gap scan. We look at the pre-market chart. We draw the pre-market lines, make a trading plan. We read the price action, and here's where it sort of nullified our original trade. And then we have to adjust the trading plan uh, off the pre-market macro pivot to possibly go long. And even then I got it all right, but because I did not enter the trade correctly, I ended up missing out on a huge move today. So anyway, let's pull up this chart here so you can take a look at it. So if you look at this chart here, let's talk about it. CGNX had actually good earnings, but because of a lower guidance for next quarter, they dropped down about 20% pre-market. I mean, just right after the bell came out, or not after it closed. Then it came right up here to this $40 level, rejected off of there twice, and went down for a good profit if you were an aftermarket trader. So I knew this was going to be my pre-market macro pivot at $40, trying to get back below 20, or at least get back down to 20, which is a $3 window here. But ultimately what ended up happening is right before the market opened, you see that it came up, and you see this wicked thing right here. It didn't really stay up there, but it shot up, came back down, and then the pre-market macro pivot was broken here. And so that's pretty significant. And then if you look at it, you could, we'll just remark the pre-market macro pivot maybe around this level of $40.50, even though it's even above that. And now it's right before the opening comes up, right to here. So, if it really breaks this, this level that it couldn't break over here a couple times, it breaks right before pre-market. This is a bad sign for me. I'd rather, either not trade it or take it long, depending upon what the price action does. And I was, knew it once it popped up. I want to get long here with my stop below 40. At least that's what my trade plan was. Once I changed it from going from here short, it's actually now from here long. Okay, so I tell you what, let's reduce this. Let's pull over the 15-second chart here and take a look at this, what happened. So as it opened here, now it's sort of a mess here with the Bollinger Bands and stuff like that, but it shoots up here. Okay, then I didn't get in here, moved too fast, but I want to just check it out as it comes back down to the VWAP here and to this pre-market macro pivot, the new one, and bounces off. I said, oh shoot, I said I need to get long. So from 55 to 50 cents, before I even knew it, as it shot up, I got long. I got sort of a bad feel here but I only went in with 100 shares, and I was hoping that my stop would be below VWAP here, which would only be like 50 cents, Um, what I really should have done, was I should have known that here was really where I should be entering in my biggest shares, and below here would be my stop. So this is $1 away here. So this really should be only 50 shares or even 25 shares at this height, or at this price range. And then even when it pops up here, I should be setting price cluster orders to get long at 100 shares at 40, maybe 50 shares at 40.25, and maybe 25 to 50 shares long at 40.50 or something like that. But I didn't do that at all. And so when it came down here, by the time it broke here pretty quickly, I was down, like $87 or something like that. And you can see that $87 and CGNX right here. So that messed me up. So I didn't trade it, after that. And then, I got a little distracted, didn't focus. Once this fired up this way, I mean, this was looking short, but I didn't want to take it short. I pretty much knew it was going to go long, but, then just fired up, and I just, brain fart and didn't really give it a shot, and once I didn't get this good entry down here, this thing was moving really quick, and I didn't want to take a chance, so I pretty much missed the whole trade. And so if you look at the trade, actually, the only next best spot to get in, which my son tried to take it short, which, I think he should have took it long, was right here. As it came down here, it opened. I think he tried to get short through here. As it popped up, he tried to get out. He only tried to get short with 100 shares, something small. So I was really smart of him to do that. And then he got a bad fill and lost 40 bucks. And I think he didn't trade at all after that. There's another shot you could have got in, long again at the retest. And then, as this 9 breaks over here, that really is a long right there, 9 crossing VWAP, nothing closed, opens right here, ticks down for a second, then shoots off, and that would have been the one to catch right there. That was the one to catch, and lost focus and totally blew that. And it goes from there, it winds out and just rips up here for 45.80. If you got in at here, let's say you got in over here, you could even got in over this, macro pivot here, 42.26, so you're talking, $3.50 straight up, and didn't even really take a break. So that was a big miss by me. Anyway, I hope you can see. I know the lines are pretty small here, so I'll widen that out a little bit. But you can draw it on your own lines, but that should have been long. Let's see. Otherwise, that's about it. So, when you miss this trade, you could stay focused, come back, and look for another opportunity to enter around VWAP if it's really going to go strong, going up. 9 EMAs coming up. And well, that's about it. So going back to this, I managed my risk. Not the greatest. I didn't use my cluster orders, which was a mistake. Should have done that for sure, and I could have had a huge winner on this. So we'll, chalk it up to experience. I am making that mistake more and more often, not using the cluster orders when it breaks out and getting back, uh, long or short, when it retests the levels before it takes off. So I'm definitely going to keep my eye on that and do better at that. All right. Hope you like it. Subscribe to my channel. If you're going to open up an account, use this promo code here. And yeah, that's really about it. Check out Ed Martin at Average Joe Trader and Taylor Horton at FocusTrades.com if you want to learn to day trade or swing trade. All right, we'll talk to you guys later. Bye-bye.